The Vauxhall Insignia Sports Tourer has been around for a good many years now, but regular updates throughout its life have kept the Vauxhall fresh enough to compete with new arrivals. Today's car is available with a broad choice of petrol and diesel engines, with some eye-catching official economy and emissions figures. We've been towing with the 170 PS 2-litre diesel, one of the most recent additions to the engine lineup.
The new diesel engine addresses one of the chief complaints about earlier Insignia diesels. Whereas some of Vauxhall's earlier diesel units could sound gruff, this new engine is very quiet.
As well as being refined, it's comfortably able to pull any sensibly matched Tourer. We're towing a Swift Expression weighing 1,265 kilograms, and the 2-litre diesel engine is coping with ease. Whether accelerating up to 60 miles per hour on the motorway or holding speed on a steep hill, the Insignia is up to the job. Top-end power is impressive, but what really counts is the engine's 295 pounds-feet of torque.
The engine's performance is the highlight of towing with the Vauxhall, but it's by no means the Insignia's only strong point.
Once cruising at the legal limit, the Vauxhall is composed and comfortable. Even on a breezy day like today, very few steering corrections are needed. Just point the Vauxhall in the right direction and the Caravan follows obediently behind.
Even when pushed hard through a slalom test, the Vauxhall handles itself well and stays firmly in charge of the Tourer.
Leave the Caravan behind and you'll find motorways, the Insignia's natural habitat. The engine has pulling power in reserve, and at 70 miles per hour it hardly makes a sound.
On country roads though, the Vauxhall isn't as sharp to drive as a Ford Mondeo, Mazda 6 or Volkswagen Passat. What's more, visibility could be better, especially the view over your shoulder when reversing. If you're in the front of the Insignia, there's plenty of room to stretch out and get comfortable.
Those in the back have much less space, and it's easy for adults to catch their heads getting in and out. Compared with rivals from Ford, Skoda or Volkswagen, there's a lot less room for rear seat passengers. For an estate car, the Insignia Sports Tourer has modest luggage space.
On paper, the 540-litre capacity is reasonable, but the space is very shallow. You can buy much more practical estate cars for similar money.
The Insignia Sports Tourer is reasonably priced. At the time of our test in early 2016, the 2-litre CDTI Techline is priced at £24,284. Vauxhall dealers are usually prepared to offer significant discounts too. Running costs should be low too, whether you opt for a diesel or one of the highly efficient turbocharged petrol engines. Our car has an official combined figure of 60.1 mpg and we saw 32.7 mpg while towing. On the downside, the Vauxhall loses value quite quickly from new, but that should play into the hands of the canny second-hand buyer. You should be able to find a 3-year-old 2-litre diesel with around 36,000 miles on the clock for less than £10,000. That's good value. In some ways, the Vauxhall Insignia Sports Tourer is starting to show its age. There are many more practical estate cars, and some new arrivals are more fun to drive. As a tow car though, the Insignia can still hold its own, especially with the 170 PS diesel engine.